Previously, Teacher Raquel had discussed the measures of central tendency in ungroup data. Now let's move on to group data. Just like the ungroup data, group data has also the mean, the median, and the mode as the most common example of measurement of central tendency in order to describe a whole set of data in which raw data have been grouped in different classes. Now let's start with the mean. The mean may often be confused with median and mode. It is the arithmetic average of a set of values or distribution. In finding the mean, we have the formula mean equals summation of x over n.
So for example, the table gives the frequency distribution of the number of orders received each day during the past 50 days at the office of the mail order company. Calculate the mean. So we have to substitute mean equals summation of fx over n, and the table shows that the summation of fx is 832 over n, which is 50. That will result to 16.64. Therefore, the mean of the set data is 16.64.
Now that was the mean. Now let's move on to the median. The median is described as the numerical value separating the other half of the sample, population, or probability distribution. In finding the mean, we have the formula, where n is the total frequency, f is the cumulative frequency before the class median, fm equals the frequency of the class median, Lm is the lower boundary of the class median, and I as the class width.
There are 3 steps in finding the median.
First is to construct a cumulative frequency distribution. Second is to decide the class that contains the median. Third is to substitute the formula to find the median.
So for example, first, we have to construct the cumulative frequency distribution, and it is shown on the table. And we have to identify the class median. The class median is in the third class because the first class with a value of cumulative frequency equal at least n2 is 34. Therefore, n equals 50, f equals 22, fm equals 12, lm equals 21.5, and I as a class width is 10. Now it's time to substitute 21.5 plus 25 minus 22 over 12 times 10. That will result to 24.
So that was the median. Now let's move on to the last one, which is the mode. The mode or the modal class is the class with the highest frequency. So to find the mode, we have the formula mode is equal to Lm plus delta 1 over delta 1 plus delta 2 times the class width,
where I is equals the class width, delta 1 as the difference between the frequency of class mode and the frequency of the class after the class mode. Delta 2 equals the difference between the frequency of the class mode and the frequency of the class before the class mode. And LMO equals the lower boundary of the class mode. So for example, based on the given group of data, study the table. The first column is the time to travel to work, and the second column is the frequency. Based on the table, we can say that LMO equals to 10.5. Delta 1 is 14 minus 8, therefore 6. And delta 2 is 14 minus 12 equals 2. And the class width is 10. It's time to substitute the formula and solve to find the mode. Mode equals LMO plus delta 1 over delta 1 plus 2 times I is equals to 10 0.5 plus 6 over 6 plus 2 times 10, that will result to 18.
So that was the mean, the median, and the mode of measures of central tendency in group data. Now it's time for you to have an activity. For your practice, a table shows a group distribution and you have to find the mean, the median, and the mode. But you can actually do that at home and you don't need to post it on me. So that's a wrap about the measures of central tendency in group data. I hope that you learned something from my discussion. Happy learning, everyone. God bless.